I noticed you'll be pitching and hitting this season.
Yeah,
Last season you had abbreviated duty, but
right.
you had 7 Ks and 4 innings pitched and 378 on base percentage at the plate. What is your role going to be on the ball club this season?
I actually don't know too much about that. Coach hasn't talked to me much. I know I've been doing a lot of work with the pitching, with the pitchers, because my form needs a lot of improvement. So I've been doing a lot with that. The defensive stuff with outfielders and infield kind of comes more natural.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing a lot of pitching work, and then obviously working on my swing can always get better. So I think I'm probably going to be everyday position player and then come in and relieve for pitching. That's kind of where I see myself. I'm not really sure though. We'll have to see once the season gets started.
Any set position or
Probably right.
right field?
Yeah, right field, and then maybe some center, and then anywhere in the infield. I don't know, other than first.
I noticed you were 9 for 10 in stolen bases last year, correct?
Yeah.
It's something you take pride in?
Yeah, I've always been a big base stealer in high school. I think I had like 29 stolen bases, and I only ran in like 15 games. So I think I'm quick with my jump, so I think that helps a lot. I'm not the fastest guy, but I think that helps, and it's always nice to snag a base and get a guy in scoring position.
Now, the Wolfpack were actually realigned into the N4C conference this season.
Right.
But you'll have a similar schedule to what you've had in years past. Is there anything the team is looking at and maybe surprising you down the line? Or?
I mean, we're kind of going in this year with a lot of uncertainty because a lot of the teams we played last year we aren't going to be playing them this year for conference.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really know what to expect. But some of the teams we faced last year, I know Joliet's real good. Played them. But other than that, I can't even really remember playing anyone else. So it's pretty much up in the air. Our team's got a lot of question marks, and our opponents, we don't really know them either. So pretty much going in this year with a clean slate and hoping to do well.
The season didn't necessarily end as well as you guys would have hoped.
Right.
You lost your last 2 to Des Moines, but the team was successful. The team went 37-12 overall, won 19 games at home, and almost unbeatable at home,
Right.
or in conference. What did the team do last season that led them to so much success?
You know, I don't really know what it was. I'm sure the talent helped a lot. The second year guys, there was a lot of leadership on this team last year. We had guys transfer in. We had a pitcher, Nick Rice, transfer in, a catcher, Bubba transfer in, and those guys were pretty good leaders. And then we had Cody Winarski, Chris Barker, Jimmy Lundstrom, Joe Nardowitz. Those guys were really, really good leaders, and they kind of helped us first years kind of ease into the college game, which I think says a lot for, those guys' character, and it helped a lot, that's for sure. To know, like, if you're struggling, Barker pulled me aside last year when I was struggling and said, you go through it, you got to get through it. And so I think that helped a lot, and then obviously the talent doesn't hurt, and having Coach Davenport as a coach doesn't hurt much either. So I think that was probably what it was.
What will the team need to do this season to bring the success over to this season?
I think it's along those lines. We have talent here. Not a lot of experience, but there is a lot of talent. So we're all kind of going to be gaining experience as we go, all of us pretty much. There's not many guys that were everyday starters last year. So we're kind of in this as a team. There's not a lot of egos on this team either, which is good. We're a pretty close-knit bunch, and hopefully that's going to translate on the field.
And lastly, what should the fans expect in terms of on-the-field play this season?
Well, we'll play hard because we're playing for Coach Davenport, and we got a lot of hot character guys. We will play hard, we'll fight, we'll compete. We've got a lot of talent, and hopefully that'll translate into some wins for us, but one thing you can guarantee is that we'll compete down to the last inning. We're not going to give up at bats, we're not going to give up pitches. So I think that'll help win us some games.
Well, thank you, Kevin, and good luck for the season this
All
year.
right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.